Hey, what's up? It's your girl Trish, certified transformational nutrition coach, and today we're going to touch on sugar. That sweet, sticky, icky, ooh-wee. Wait, no, not that one, but you know, sugar. Sugar wasn't always a bad guy. The ability for our bodies to take glucose and store it as fat was actually a beautiful thing. So it allowed our ancestors to get through times of famine. And that ability to make it through famine is why we're here now. The problem is there's an overabundance of it showing up in our diet. Sugar can create changes physically in the body. It can create emotional changes in the body. It taps into your dopamine receptors in the brain. I think most people on the surface think about excess body fat when it relates to sugar and maybe diabetes. And those definitely are two factors that are related to sugar. But did you know that sugar can offset your gut biome? And actually, the sugar craving bacteria that live in our gut drive us to want to consume more sugar. Isn't that crazy? The bacteria in your gut drive your decisions to eat more sugar and keep them alive and outgrow the good bacteria. So keep that in mind next time you want to reach for that Snickers bar or whatever, Jolly Ranchers, whatever your poison is. Keep that in mind. Is it me that's hungry, or is it the little bacteria army in my gut that's hungry? It also acts as an emotional crutch to help us numb out feelings that we don't want to feel or thoughts that we don't want to engage with. It's that sweet, happy feeling that you get from sugar that helps you avoid negative feelings. Sugar affects the nervous system. Sugar is strongly tied to cancer. There are a number of different cancers that metabolize sugar for growth. It affects our hormones. Most of us associate sugar with the hormone insulin, but did you know that it actually impacts estrogen quite a bit as well? And an imbalance of estrogen can create a whole host of problems. In men, it can create gynecomastia, man boobs. And in women, it can create estrogenic cancers, or it can be kind of a precursor to estrogenic cancers. And I'm not trying to freak you out. I just want you to know that it's the overconsumption, the chronic overconsumption of sugar, where these problems start to creep in. So keep that in mind. So if we know that it's so bad for us, why do we continue consuming it? Well, not only is it hyperpalatable, but there are teams of scientists in these big food manufacturing companies who are engineering it to hit all of the dopamine and all of the pleasure centers in your brain, aka it's making you an addict. It's super addictive, like a drug. In fact, there's a strong argument that sugar could be considered a drug. It stimulates the brain to release dopamine, which brings on feelings of euphoria. It meets several criteria of addiction, including increased intake and withdrawal symptoms. Have you ever talked to someone who's gone through the keto diet and had the keto flu? Well, the keto flu is your body withdrawing from sugar. It causes cravings. People relapse after they swear it off. I mean, there's a lot of parallels to a drug. You get what I'm saying. A study conducted on rats showed that the sugary sweet rewards that they were given were more addictive than cocaine. Okay, so in this study, rats with no previous experience with sugar were given two levers, one sugar lever and one cocaine lever. And they could pull each lever 8 times per day. And what the researchers found was that 94% of the time, the rats got hooked on sugar over cocaine. As I kind of mentioned before, it's not just the fact that sugar's bad that's the problem. The bigger problem is that we overconsume the heck out of it. It's everywhere. Sugar is the most popular ingredient added to foods in the US. It's hidden in so many different kinds of foods. 74% of foods that are packaged in the grocery store contain sugar. And not just sweet foods, savory foods too. It's in yogurt, it's in health bars, it's in crackers, it's in condiments, it's in fruit cups. I mean, it's all over the place. It's not just sugary drinks and sodas. I'm going to say it again at risk of being a broken record. The overabundance of it in our diet is the problem. If we as Americans continue down this road of over consuming sugar and allowing big business to dump garbage in our food supply and we continue to buy it, it's not going to be pretty. We're going to pay for it later as a society. Our healthcare system is actually a sick care system. It's not designed to keep healthy people thriving. It's designed to care for the sick. And it's driven by lifestyle diseases. And sugar is a major culprit in that. The good news is we can take control. We have control. Control over our decisions, over what we purchase, over what we fill our refrigerators up with. We have power over what ends up on our dinner tables, and we have the power to create healthy families. It starts with us. Okay, so here's the homework that I'm sending you off with. Start flipping over the packages on the food that you eat and paying attention to how much sugar is in the food that you eat regularly. And then make a choice to make some changes. You can make this happen for yourself, for your family. I believe in you. You can do this. We briefly touched on sugar's impact to weight gain. If that is something that you're struggling with, I have a gift for you that I would love for you to download. The link is below if you're watching on YouTube. Check it out. It's my gift to you. I hope that you find it valuable and impactful, and I hope that it's a great first step in your journey. All right, take care. Be well, shine bright. Thank you for spending this time with me.